So in this video is a replay in the Chieftain 11, which is an Era 3 first tier Western Alliance heavy tank. Quite a nice tank, a bit sluggish. I think that's the same for the previous Chieftain as well as the Conquerors in Era 2. A little bit sluggish, fully upgraded, not too bad. This tank's fully upgraded and it's got the powertrain on as well. So yeah, it does. Is a little bit sluggish compared to just how fast Cold War mode can be sometimes. But anyway, we're on Kalbang. I've got Raphael as the commander, so selected him out of the free challenge that's available. Yeah, give it hit or miss really with the commanders that have just recently released, but I'm using him just because you get an extra point towards the challenge, the not challenge, by using one of the commanders and getting 500 damage or more. So I thought I might as well use it. So the Challenger 2's on track again. Another reason then to play this tank. I think Challenger 2 is the one that I'm aiming to get in Cold War. I've kind of stopped my grinding in Era 2. I just think Era 2 now is just a bit of a... it's very fast. There's lots of light tanks that have got sort of essentially machine guns on that pen, and ATGMs, and you know, yeah, it's just a bit of a mess I think in Era 2. So I've avoiding sort of grinding through that, but I had this one before all the craziness started. So Era 3 is relatively calm compared to Era 2 these days. It used to be the other way around, that Era 3 was a bit of a mess, but yeah, I think Era 2 is the one in a bit of a state at the moment. But we've come to this position. The start of the match, I noticed that they were pushing sort of the ABC lines quite hard, getting a couple of shots in there, just trying to help my allies out across this ridge. The important thing with this tank is always try and use ridges. The hull is just everything and anything will go through it. So yeah, always try and use ridges. I've found, or I've seen that I think we've lost the north of this map. I'm trying to go into the middle. I'm thinking if I go all the way around, but decide I'll go on this ridge. It seems to be going down the riverbed, which is a bit of a strange choice. I'm thinking there's nothing over that way, so I'll go up this ridge instead. And just with the powertrain, so I'm using the powertrain, I'm using the rammer and the vents on the commander. I've got a 9-skill commander. I put Raphael, these standard commanders, they don't earn any additional commander XP, so I just put a standard one in. I've got 6 sensible leader, rapid load and steady aim, and then I've got what I class as sort of a Cold War heavy build, which is snapshot, run and gun to help the gun, off-road driving and clutch braking to help the hull and the movement, and then rapid aim. And just because it is so fast, it is got to have a fast turret. View range camo, 603 on the view range, 440 on the steel concealment. Yeah. So some of the allies have decided to push around this way and they're kind of ignoring me. I tried to get a couple of shots in there. One bounced off the back, unfortunately, by the look of it. But we're kind of being a bit swarmed. No one seems to be targeting me, which is fortunate. But unfortunately, I don't know where they'll be aiming from, because there's so many different directions they can shoot from up here, but I'm not being shot at, so I'll just try and carry on putting shots in. The gun, as you can see, it seems to bounce quite a lot. I was noticing that when I was playing, that I seemed to be bouncing, so I did have a look at the normalisation angles, and it's the same for the standard and the premium. As you can notice, I'm only firing premium and a few of the HESH shells. So yeah, having the standard shells doesn't give you any better normalisation values. We've been YOLO'd by this McCurver. yeah, just try and get rid of him before he puts another shot into me. He does push me onto a one shot, and yeah, the enemy team are coming through that riverbank. But the thing with this gun is that the premium rounds have 30 more damage, which isn't ideal, I think, for this game. Because I did go back into the garage thinking I'll put some standard rounds on just to help with angles, but no, same normalisation angles, because they're both classed as APCR or APFS, DS or whatever it is. But we're getting some nice shots in here. Trying to get hold down just using this wreck. Looks like he did actually shoot the wreck and got shot from behind. But the team end up winning that game. We get MVP. Just over 7,000 damage, and enough for the first class there, with just 400 assistance. But assistance in Cold War doesn't seem to be the main aim, at least for when I play it. But yeah, as you can see, has more alpha damage on the or has 20 alpha damage, sorry, on the premium rounds, which isn't ideal. But yeah, that's the Chieftain 11. It's a difficult one because it's obviously, that's the one I would say to grind, just because I think the Challenger 2 looks like it's a really good tank. I think the M1A2 Abrams is probably the other one to aim for for the Western Alliance in Era 3. But the problem is that you're going to have to grind through Era 2. So yeah, it's up to you.